Hi everybody, I'm the Creative Lady and this is my highly requested duct tape flower pen tutorial dedicated to the baby bean, daughter of string bean. If you want to learn how to make these duct tape flower pens, keep watching. Items that I use, pens of course, I use a rotary cutter, duct tape, a cutting mat, and a ruler. You're going to need 36 triangles in 1 through 6 colors. It's also helpful to have something to eat or drink while you're working. I like to strip out my duct tape onto the cutting mat so that I can easily create the 2-inch squares that I'll need. I pretty much just strip off the duct tape off the roll and just add it to the cutting mat. I like using a rotary cutter rather than scissors or a utility knife because it just makes a cleaner cut and it's ergonomically better for my hands. When using a rotary cutter or any type cutter, make sure that you exert extreme caution because you can injure yourself. You can get this rotary cutter from any craft store or online. So I'm basically just cutting all of my squares at one time. The rotary cutter again makes a clean cut without having to, tear the duct tape with your fingers. And that can get kind of tiresome. So I highly recommend using some type of tool to cut the duct tape because it is a strong tape. So again, here's a 2-inch square that you're going to need. Once you get the squares cut out, you can just kind of lay the squares out on a table or some other surface, not paper, so that you can begin to make the triangle. This is the key part here for me. Take the square, fold it over to create an L shape, and you'll see the L shape in just a moment. If you've ever made a paper airplane, you'll get what I'm saying. Can you see the L shape? The L in the white area? See how it makes the L? I put a little graphic there to show you the L. So pretty much once you get the little L shape, you're going to fold that over onto itself like a paper airplane to create the little triangle. Once you get the hang of this, you will not be moving in slow motion. I just slowed it down to show you the process. And there you have it, your first triangle. Now you just need about 36 more or 35 more. And it goes pretty quickly once you get the hang of it, though. It really does. Now you can add your pen, whatever type pen that you want. This is a Bic pen. I like to create the stem using whatever color you want. I'm making an all pink pen, so I'm using a pink stem. Make it whatever you like. And just kind of roll it back and forth to get out any potential air bubbles. I like leaving a little extra on top so that I can cover up the, top of the pen. Looking at the real flower, and you can kind of see every flower is different. Your flower pens will be different as well because it's duct tape. Here's the key part too. Also, add the petal, the first petal, roll it around the top of the pen to begin to create the bud of the flower. I like to add a little curvature to it and kind of shape it up so that it is not a flat flower. So take the next petal and just put it opposite and add it. I like to bend a little bit so that again it's not a flat flower. Continue this throughout all of the petals. Each flower will be different, so you don't have to strive for perfection. It's a fun activity. You can see it beginning to take shape as I add more layers of petals. And if you make a mistake, just pick it back off and put it where you want it to go. And you can see I made a few little mistakes on folding the triangles, but that's okay. It's duct tape, and if you're using multiple colors, you really wouldn't be able to see it. But I kept this in to show you that it's not designed to be perfect, and you can get better as you create more flowers. And you can see that as I add more rows of petals, I shape it up a little bit. And then at the end, I kind of add a little bit of decorative tape to keep the petals from falling off. And that's pretty much it. This is one of the flowers that I created when I showed my creative club. Here's another petal that I made, the pink one that I made for the tutorial. Here's some that I have been robbed of. I don't have any of these pins in my collection anymore. So these are fun to make. I hope you will enjoy creating your own duct tape pins. I showed the Creative Club how to make them. Miss Yu and I had a great time, and I love duct tape. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see our Stick Together bulletin board, you can click the annotation here. And I also have a duct tape playlist. Thanks for watching.